Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I am Kortensia. Today, the weather forecast, it is partly sunny with a 30% or a low chance of showers, a high of 88 and a low of 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
I guess you can say when it's hot, it's hot.
When it's hot, it's hot.
When it's not, it's not.
When it's not, it's not. And spring just started, and guess what? The heat is on.
The heat is definitely on, including for the duration of the show today.
Yes, we will have a spicy one for you. A spicy one for you today.
Definitely spicy tamale. Are you excited about the weekend? Well, the week ahead, rather.
I guess. We have a long weekend. How about that?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So short week for Good Morning SKN, but you guys won't miss us too much. Because we'll give you something to cherish for the 4 days that we're here.
Because we won't be coming back on Monday. We will be coming back on Tuesday.
Oh boy, let's go. You asked me if I'm looking forward to the week ahead. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Alrighty. All right, so we're moving on to the latest, okay? The latest in local news. The Ministry of Agriculture encourages citizens to license dogs. This from SKNIS. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, in its continued efforts to control the local dog population, is encouraging its citizens and residents to license their dogs. Chief Veterinary Officer in the Department of Agriculture, Dr. Lesroy Henry, during an interview with SKNIS on March 25th, stated that, quote, "It has been a tradition for us to have our dogs licensed because dogs are supposed to be a part of our family, and we're always supposed to have a check on how many dogs you have in the country," end quote. Dr. Henry said further, quote, "Over the years, this has slipped away from us, and most people are not licensing their dogs, but we are going to start that process again, and in order for this to happen, your dog has to be microchipped. In other words, a numbering system is implanted in the dog's skin, and once that is done, your dog is categorized with respect to whether your dog is an intact dog, meaning that the dog has its reproductive tract in place and it can produce, and one that is not intact or spayed, neutered, or castrated, that does not have its reproductive tract in place." So here we go. Dog is a part of your family, so it's going to be licensed and chipped. I guess we're licensed as part of our families.
We are to drive on the road.
I guess you're not chipped though, are you?
No, not as yet. I guess.
Not as yet. Alrighty.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I'm just gonna run away.
Well, we just bark when it does.
We continue now with our second story. This from a Nevis Island Administration press release. The Nevis Island Administration, NIA, and the Nevis Electricity Company, NEVELEC, are looking at the measures that can be implemented to minimize the impact of rising fuel costs on consumers. Premier Honorable Mark Brantley, Nevis Island Administration Minister responsible for public utilities and energy, said the method now being used to calculate the fuel surcharge on electricity is proving to be cost-effective for consumers. He pointed out, however, that if the price of fuel continues to rise, it may result in an increase in electricity tariffs. Premier Brantley stated, and quote, "We from the government point of view have been doing a 6-month average rather than each time we get a fuel shipment, we pass on the full costs. And by doing the 6-month average, we have been trying to buffer the impact. But increased gas and oil prices generally lead to increase in electricity and transportation costs, etc." The Honorable Premier Mark Brandley continued, if gas prices start to increase, we must look at increased electricity because we have the fuel surcharge where we pass on the increase to our people. And so we continue to encourage our people to conserve as much as they can and look at what is happening globally and seek to control how much they consume in terms of electricity.
Anybody up for a bonfire when the night comes?
Or candles?
Turn the lights down low.
Or
Let's have our bonfire. Let the music play.
Turn the lights off.
I'm not feeling this. Exactly. I'm not feeling this higher electricity costs. And if you're already the driver, you have to, you have to contend with that. All right, we'll see how it goes. Like I say, bonfire. All right, in our third story, Alley to the World returns this summer after 2-year hiatus. This from Win Media. In 2018, 2 young Americans with Caribbean roots, Aaron Mentos and Isaiah Marshall Thomas, co-founders of Alley to the World, started the nonprofit music-based initiative dubbed A Music Clinic at the Charles E. Mills Secondary School in Sandy Point, St. Kitts. The 2 continued the program in 2019, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, were forced to take a 2-year hiatus. With COVID-19 restrictions lighter than they have been throughout the last 2 years, the Alley to the World program will be back this summer. Wynn spoke with one of the co-founders, Mentos, about the plans. The musician, Aaron Mentos, said, quote, "My hope is to be able to come back this coming summer. I was thinking about coming back around music festival time, and the main goal is we want to get more of the community involved this time around. So I'm hoping to sit down with some people that might be interested in helping out in different ways so that we could branch out this program to be able to not just offer it to more students in Charles E. Mills, but also maybe eventually even expand it to other parts of St. Kitts," end quote. So this is an interesting story.
Yeah.
Alley to the World.
Alley to the World.
Music.
Sandy Point.
Alley to, you're not limiting it to Sandy Point. Exactly. You're branching out from Sandy Point. You start in Sandy Point, that's the epicenter, and then you're branching out. Alrighty, it's going to be like a tsunami. It's going to be a wave.
It's going to be a wave.
Not a heat
tsunami.
wave, just a wave.
Just a wave.
Musical wave.
Yeah,
sound
musical
wave.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll be back to ride this wave in a second. Stay tuned.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! When you feel it shaking and it's moving around, you see the ocean gone like the fish on the sand. You should run. The higher ground, a tsunami soon come. Mommy, uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see, Sammy.
When you feel the earth shaking and it's moving all around, you see the ocean gone like the fish on the sand. You should run. The higher ground, a tsunami soon come.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We now continue with the latest in regional news. This from Win Media. On Wednesday, April the 6th, the Virgin Islands Visa Waiver Act, H.R. 5460, was approved by the House Judiciary Committee with a vote of 24 for and 14 against the move. The bill was sponsored by Delegate to Congress Stacey Plaskett, who first introduced the bill in September of last year. The bill would allow the Department of Homeland Security to consider approving non-immigrant visitors' visa waivers for entry into the U.S. Virgin Islands for up to 45 days. The move, according to Plaskett, is primarily for residents of neighboring Caribbean countries. In a press release from the Congresswoman's office, she expressed gratitude to her Republican colleague, Representative Thomas Massie from Kentucky, for his vote favoring the bill. Plaskett further explained that the limited visa waiver program would enable the Virgin Islands to compete economically with other islands and nations in the Caribbean community. Plaskett said, and quote, "I thank my colleagues on the House Judiciary Committee for their hard work during the marathon markup session that took place over the past few days. This bill would apply solely to the U.S. Virgin Islands, and because the Virgin Islands is outside of the U.S. customs zones by law, it would not allow entry into any other part of the United States," end quote.
We know that after building the wall or, touting the wall in Mexico, that's a really big thing, right? Yeah.
A very big thing, but still something they might look at controlling, though.
Wow, there you go. But it's a good initiative, I think.
Very good one.
We can go to the Virgin Islands without needing a visa.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're continuing with the international news. Jackson will join more diverse and conservative high court. This from the Associated Press. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson will join a Supreme Court that is both more diverse than ever and more conservative than it has been since the 1930s. She's likely to be on the losing end of a bunch of important cases, including examinations of the role of race in college admissions and voting rights that the High Court, with its 6-3 conservative majority, will take up next term. Jackson, 51, is the first Black woman confirmed to the Supreme Court following Thursday's 53-47 vote by the Senate. She won't join the court for several months until Justice Stephen Breyer retires, once the court wraps up its work for the summer, including its verdict on whether to overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade ruling on abortion rights. When Jackson takes the bench as a justice for the first time in October, she will be one of 4 women and 2 Black justices, both High Court firsts, and the 9-member court as a whole will be younger than it has been for nearly 30 years, when Breyer, now 83, came on board. Among the younger justices are 3 appointees of former President Donald Trump, and the court's historic diversity won't obscure its conservative tilt. Interesting.
Very.
So we've got a conservative tilt.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that goes. But hey, good for her, good for people of color, more diversity.
We made
Great.
it.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You're saying that, you're like, we made it. Yeah. Kortensia's like, we made it. We are there at the Supreme Court level too, right?
Look at us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, don't look at us just yet. We'll be back after this, all right?
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
As a hypertensive patient, in my home, I reduce salt intake by not adding salt during the preparation of my food, not having a salt shaker on my table, limiting the consumption of salty snacks, and choosing products with low sodium content. That's why I am salt smart.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Last week, World Health Day was commemorated internationally. Today we continue the conversation, but from the aspect of a healthy lifestyle, specifically the necessity of exercise. We have with us the owner of Fit Wellness Center in Nevis, David Walwyn, to tell us all about his gym and the upcoming physique show. A pleasant good morning, David. Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning to you, and good morning to your tuned-in audience. This is Happy Monday.
Yes, it is.
Happy Monday. Yep, it is a happy Monday.
So we have an exciting event coming up, slated for April the 30th. So it's the last Saturday of this month, to be held at NEPOC. That's the Performing Arts Center in Nevis. And so the objective behind this competition is a physique competition. This is our third one being held this year, third annual physique show. Is really to create first a springboard for our local athletes to participate in a sort of like a pro qualifier show where they can have the experience in case they wanted to compete regionally. They have the experience. It's also an opportunity for us to showcase athletes within our community who has taken the concept of fitness to a total different level. So it showcase athletes in Nevis with exceptional physique who have worked very hard in building the physique. And so it's just another one of our many health promotion initiatives that we do as part of our national weight loss campaign. So those folks who are in St. Kitts and are interested in coming to the physique show, we have organized a boat for them to get back after the show. The show, as I mentioned, starts at 7 o'clock. And half an hour after the show, we can get them back to St. Kitts if they choose to go back. But we welcome you to stay over if you like and enjoy the hospitality of a beautiful island.
All right, so if I heard you correctly, David, this is the third time that this particular show has been, let's say, showcased or put on?
Yeah. The one we've had previously, we actually brought in folks from other islands, but this one, due to COVID, that we're still sort of getting beyond COVID, we have decided to keep it locally. But the ones we've had in the past were regional shows that we invited other athletes from other islands. But this one we decided to keep it local, and so the athletes that do well in this show, we like to take them with us to compete in regional competition. As you guys may know, Tony will be going for her IFBB Pro card. We plan to go to St. Martin. St. Martin is having a pro qualifier show in July. So she's going to be going for IFBB Pro card. So those are the kind of shows that we would like to prepare our local athletes for. So when we do go to these regional competition, we can take them with us. So this shows that we do here locally is to create a springboard for that.
It sounds really good, really impressive.
Yeah. What I would like to do, if I may, is to get some tickets to you guys that you can offer to your listeners, and you can choose how you want to give them out. I'd like to get some tickets to you guys, just a way of promoting the show, so you can give out to some of your favorite listeners.
Oh, absolutely.
As I mentioned, they don't have to
much.
worry about getting back to St. Kitts. If they wanted to get back to St. Kitts, we can organize a boat fee for them. The boat fee will be a little high. I think it's going to be $35 to get back, because it's going to be a little higher because it's off schedule. But they'll have to just pay $35 to get back to St. Kitts if they wanted to. So getting back to St. Kitts is not going to be an issue.
Thank you, David. We really appreciate that.
How many tickets would you like me to get to you guys?
I'm looking at my executive producer, but she's just smiling from ear to ear. She's saying, hopefully 3 if you can. Hey, if you can go higher, it's up to you. We were being modest, but
yeah, three is good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Let me just say though, by the way, just very quickly, if I may, that we all know that being in top shape and good health is no longer a choice. It's become a necessity. I mean, it used to be a point where we can choose to decide whether we want to be healthy or not. But making that choice, as you guys know, is we're at a stage now, period in life that is no longer a choice. And we don't have the convenience to say that, I don't want to be healthy. We have to. It's a necessity for life. Because if you don't know anything else, is that those people who are more healthy and stay in shape have a strong immune system, and they can ward off, foreign invaders like these variants and variants we have going on right now. And of course, people who do not are more susceptible, and they have a higher risk of falling prey to, these viruses. And so good health is no longer a choice, is a necessity. So, one of the things that we're doing all these things is really to try to promote sort of a high level of health consciousness and just get people excited and interested about being healthy again.
So is that what inspired you to open the Fit and Wellness Center? That idea that health is no longer a choice. It's something that we have to do if we want to live productive lives.
Yeah, well, health promotion has been a thing for me for a very long time. The Fit Wellness Center has been open up for 17 years. But we have went into overdrive now, particularly over the last couple of years with the onset of all these viruses that is going on. So we have launched, this huge health promotion campaign that also includes wellness in the workplace talks. And so one of the things that you guys would like to do, if you like to promote on your show as well, is that we're happy to come to an organization. We do this free of charge, where we have wellness in the workplace talk. We'll come in, we'll talk to we go to banks, we go to various organizations, TDC and so forth. And we have conversation with their staff about good health practices and things they can do to lose weight. We provide programs, we form groups that creates the support. And so those are the kind of things we do under the National Weight Loss Campaign. I'm the Managing Director of the National Weight Loss Campaign, something that we've started here, but we like to now extend it into St. Kitts. And the ultimate goal is to really just to try to promote health and wellness and to try to get our community a lot more healthy. Because if we have a healthier community, of course, the nation is only as strong as the health of its community. And so I understand that very clearly. And so that is what drives all of this. So this competition that we're doing is really just another health promotion initiative. We just recently had a half Island Road relay run, just held recently. We also had a half Island Road walk. And there's some other things that we can do at the Fit Games Park just to promote health and wellness.
All right, when we come back from this break, David, we'll talk about that and so much more. More Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
Do you know that common baked goods such as bread and crackers are high in salt? Get Salt Smart.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue our discussion with David Warwin, owner of the Fit Wellness Center in Nevis, by looking at an upcoming event that he will undertake. Let's take a look.
All right.
Yes.
So David, yes, obviously we're talking about local participants, all local this year for that physique show. Do you have any numbers for us? How many people will be participating this year?
Yeah, right now we have 12 participants, well, not participants, let me just say participant, competitors.
Okay.
And believe it or not, they're all out of St. Kitts. We don't have one single person who is competing from Nevis. So I guess Nevis people are a little too shy for this sort of thing. And so we have 3 different categories. So we have women's bikini, men's physique, and men's classic physique. So those are the 3 categories. And they're all from various gyms in St. Kitts. And so these guys would have spent a great deal of time. I got to say that I'm very impressed with the discipline and commitment that a lot of these guys have put in. A lot of these guys have been doing this, have been training for this for the past 6-8 months. And it's amazing the dedication they've put in. So we're looking to have a really, really, really great show. And I can already see that quite a few of these guys who's going to be competing in this competition, they're going to be prepared to go with us probably in the St. Martin show, because they're really that good. I mean, I've seen some images and photos that they've sent me, some videos, and they are in really, really, really great shape.
Oh, that's
we
great.
have we have the some promo ads that we are promoting on our Facebook page. I'm going to be doing a blast here this week as well on Facebook. So folks should be able to see it and get a little more information about the show.
So for persons who have never been to a show of this kind, what exactly does the competition entail?
The women's bikini, for example, by the way, let me just say that we are also part of the reason why we really want to do it in a way where it feels like a real pro qualifier is, and to really give the athletes an experience. We have went to the effort of actually flying in. They're going to be flying in the vice president of the CAC and an ex-IFBB judge to officiate the competition. And that way, the athletes are judged. The competition is being run as if they were in an actual pro qualifier. So the women's bikini is, if you can imagine the way it's judged, if you can imagine a woman in a bikini that have great tones, great physique, great symmetry, not excessively muscular, but just have a really nice, great shape, that's essentially what a bikini athlete would look like. And there'll be some compulsory poses that she will have to do. She'll have to turn to the side, turn to the front, turn to the back. She'll come out and do what they call an eye walk. And then she'll be judged. The men's physique, if you think about a guy that has really great chest, broad shoulder, really nice T-shape, you would see him at the beach as well. Really nice abs. The focus is primarily on the upper body, not so much on the legs. And so that's what a men's physique would look like. And similarly, they will come out on stage. They'll do sort of a bit of an eye walk. They'll do some compulsory poses. And the men's classic physique, think of your classic bodybuilders, like your old Arnold Schwarzenegger before the onset of steroids. Those are very classic physique, not hugely muscular, but someone with a really nice physique that is well proportioned, well symmetrical. They have great legs, they have great abs, they have great shoulder, great chest, just a really nice overall physique. That is what your men's classic physique look like. And the addition to the men's classic physique is that they will have to do sort of like a routine to a song. That makes that particular category unique, because they'll have to do a special routine to a song. And they'll have, and then also have an additional classic pose. That's something that sort of speaks to their characteristics. It could be anything from from what Usain Bolt does, where he sort of shoot his hands up. So the men's classic physique will also have a classic pose that will do to sort of identify them. That's basically what the competition will look like. So it's really a show of various physiques.
I can imagine how a show of this kind could motivate people who have been sitting on the couch for a little long to want to go and become members of the gym. So what can you tell us about your membership package?
By the way, just to give an example, you guys have heard of the Olympia in the U.S., right? Mr. Olympia?
Yes.
Yeah, so the IFBB is sort of it's a similar organization. It's sort of like the Caribbean's version of the Mr. and Mrs. Olympia in the U.S. So when you hear the term IFBB, is sort of like the same body of the Mr. Olympia in the U.S. So that's why these guys can actually get their pro card and pro qualified in pro competitions. In regard to membership, membership are getting better now that we are sort of getting beyond the restriction of the COVID. People are slowly getting back to the gym, and we are doing quite a bit to facilitate that. One of the things I personally do in my gym is because I understand how difficult it is, this whole idea of wellness, and most often people here I don't think they understand what it is to be truly healthy. When someone put weight on for the first time, for example, the first thing they would do, they think they would want to join a gym. And then I always say this to all my members, I take it as a personal responsibility to speak to every single member that signs up. Because there's a few things that needs to be demystified regarding weight management. And I'll leave this as a jewel for you guys. When you put weight on, the first thing that someone thinks that they need to do is to join a gym and to start exercising. And for me, that is not the first line for weight loss. I think the first thing that people need to understand that if they were to put weight on, particularly on the midsection, they are insulin resistant. Which means the body's not assimilating calories as efficiently as it should. That problem has to be corrected first before effective weight loss can occur. And so if I use an analogy, if you think that if you have a sink that is clogged up at home, and the more you try to put food or water in it, it's just simply not going to go down, it just spills over. And so imagine that is what's happening to food. Every time you eat something, it spills over into your closest organ, which is your abdomen. And so the body's not being properly satiated. The body's not assimilating calories as efficiently as it should. You have to unblock that sink first before effective weight loss can occur. So that's why people don't understand that obesity is another form of malnutrition. We always think malnutrition is someone who is extremely skinny and have their ribs showing. But obesity is also another form of malnutrition because the body is not being properly satiated. And so we stay in a state of hunger all the time. So, if I can say one thing to your audience is that if you're overweight and you're struggling with overweight and you're carrying weight around your midsection, understand that this is an issue that has to be corrected first, that you're insulin resistant. That has to be corrected first. And if you're insulin resistant, you're also in a pre-diabetic state. And so the next step from that is what they call adult onset diabetes. Those things has to be corrected first. So there's a series of things that must be done to correct those things first, before effective weight loss can occur. Exercise only represents about 15%, actually. Less than that, less than 50% of weight management. The majority of it comes from how in the diet and how you manage your eating habits.
David, we want to thank you for sharing that information. Unfortunately, we're now out of time, but in our last few moments, which I'm eking out here again, remind everyone of the event that's coming up. I'll give you about 15 seconds. The time, the place, please.
The event will be held at NEPOC, Nevis Performing Arts Center, the last Saturday of this month, which is April the 30th, Saturday starting at 7 p.m. And it will have boats available to get people back to St. Kitts if they wanted to go back. And we'll have an IFBB judge coming in to officiate the event. And we hope to see your audience there. And hopefully you guys will attend as well.
Thank you so much, David. It's been our pleasure talking to you. Thanks again for the tickets, which our lucky viewers will win. So appreciate it, David. Best of luck to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for the time.
You're welcome. More Good Morning SKN in a flash. Stay tuned.
Good morning. This is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Wax Memories is a local business that offers a range of products with luxury fragrances for aromatherapy purposes. And their motto is Holistic Memories for All. And today we are happy to welcome Danielle Mills-Jeffers, the owner of Wax Memories SKN, to tell us more about her business. And first of all, I have to say, apart from welcome, Danielle, apparently you have blessed us with your scents in this studio at this moment. You guys at home, you don't know what you're missing, but clearly your craft, you've honed it.
Thank you.
So Wax Memories SKN, wax melts, the idea for that. What are wax melts and how did you get involved?
So I knew from inception that I wanted to create memories, holistic memories with whomever I come in contact with, whether it is mom and daughter, newly married couples, and that's where the name basically stemmed from. Memories and wax, because I do wax melts, so a combination of both worlds.
All right, so for those of us who don't understand the concept of wax melts, what are those?
So they are basically stems from candles, so without the direct flame. You can also get them with electrical warmers, or you can get them with a teapot. So you'll basically put the wax melt on the top and you'll get the aroma without like the direct heat, the direct soot from candles.
Brilliant idea.
Look at that. So prior to starting this interview, myself and you, we were having a conversation. So you told me you were away for a few years from St. Kitts.
Yes.
So can you elaborate on that, and also how did your schooling and wax melt correlate?
So I went to school in Boston, so I attended UMass Boston where I majored in marketing, and therefore it basically stemmed hand in hand because every business needs marketing, and so I was able to use my knowledge and my expertise from there and branded it into Wax Memories.
Interesting. So the idea for wax melts came while you were in school?
Yes. Because I've loved scents all along, and so having COVID being a part of us, I branched off to testing in my small little apartment in New York, and that's where I branched off and started doing the wax mills.
That's great. So you've recently returned home, so this is a new business,
Yes, it is.
When did you start?
So I started June of last year.
Wow. June of 2021,
yes.
Mid-pandemic. This is a pandemic, baby.
So can you tell us, are there any specific guidelines for using your wax melts?
So basically I use coconut soy wax, and that is organic. It has no paraffins, no sulfates, basically one of the best wax on the market.
Wow. I just can't get over it. You know, you have a candleless scent. That makes sense. You know? Well, no pun on sense on that, but anyway. What can you tell us about the scents included in your Inner Peace collection? I love the name, by the way.
Yes.
Inner Peace.
So at the end of the day, I wanted to make sure that customers are calmed and relaxed, basically bringing a wholesome experience for them. And so a lot of the scents are really calming. So I have peppermint and lavender, I have eucalyptus and mint, I have plum and gardenia, and the list goes on. I have mango and coconuts for the tropic vibes. So the list goes on and on. I have about 14 different scents.
Wow. Complicated to make, or time consuming, anything like that?
Well, it's a little bit challenging because I have to do the testing behind the scenes, so know what two scents mix together well, or if I just use that one scent, just knowing on the back end what two scents would mix well together.
I'm getting a Dexter's Lab vibe from you. Any explosions going on in your little apartment in New York?
Yes.
Not quite, right?
So other than the wax melt, can you tell us what other products you offer?
Sure, I do car air fresheners as well as room and linen sprays. So within the past couple of months, I've almost sold 1,000 car air fresheners.
Look at you, congrats.
Wow. Yes.
Hello. I can see why you did marketing. It works.
Yes.
Our cars are missing air fresheners.
Oh,
so we
please,
need to get some.
I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you, girl. Thank you.
And I also have the room and linen sprays as well. And that can be used anywhere, whether you want to freshen up your vehicle, your room, your bathrooms, wherever, your offices.
Your workplace, exactly.
Yes.
That would be a good seller, honestly.
Your offices, wherever. It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
So I must ask, is this you and hubby alone, or do you employ others to work with you?
So it's actually myself at this present moment. So basically he's an extra support.
Moral support.
Yes. An extra support. So it definitely gives me the drive to continue to go on. And then additional happy customers makes me want to do it even more.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
So have you managed to market to the hotels around St. Kitts?
Yes, I have. So I already have a contract with Park Hyatt.
Wow, congratulations.
So, thank you. So they have the room sprays and the wax melts in their spa in the scent of lemongrass. And that is really calming. So once someone comes in for a massage, it really calms them for the experience.
And the lemongrass is local, native to St. Kitts as well,
Yes,
I should
it
say.
is.
So
I gotta say.
that's a good push.
I love the infusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm smelling it even more strongly now. I want to keep you here all day.
We should.
It is that good. My goodness. So why 14? Why did you settle on 14? I know that you...
So it's not really settling on 14. That's what I have thus far. So I'm adding scents accordingly. I partnered with breast cancer last year. So I did scents for them specifically for that month. And I named the scents things that would be empowering to people. So I had scents called Fighter, I had Stronger, I had Braver, and that was a really, really strong turnout. I was really impressed. Like, I didn't know that's how much I was needed here. And then the Christmas season, the sales literally went skyrockets.
So can you tell us some of the flavors you had?
For Christmas, I had Sorrel Bliss. I had cranberry marble, so I had a mix of cranberry and apples, and those I also gave really fun names. So that one was called Fun Carnival. So I tried to incorporate the different seasons into the scents and name them accordingly.
That takes a whole lot of creativity.
Yes.
But I have to say, the creativity that led to this product, very good, guys.
Thank you.
Wish you could smell it. And you know what? You could smell it because she's here. She can tell you where you can get it. Please tell them.
So we are located in New Road, St. Peters, and you could always contact us at 763-8114. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Wax Memories SKN.
There you go. So you guys have no excuse. I'm going to keep Danielle here a little longer. Keep her here a little longer. And yeah, you guys take a break, but I'm going to be enjoying the sun. We'll be back in a moment.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be safe. One kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll up, yeah. Cause no man's alone, do what's right, cause I love you, brother, my sister. And we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you, I love you too much, I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's it's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose ya. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
各位朋友，大家好。Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue our discussion with Danielle Mills-Jeffers of Wax Memories SKN. We are now going to discuss some of the products she has brought here with her. So Danielle, tell us about the diffuser set. I would like to start with these first.
Sure. So these are electric warmers, and they go hand in hand with whatever fragrance that you like. Okay. So simple and easy concept. Okay. They are electrical based, plugged directly into the wall. And I also have some that you plug with the extension cord, and they also act as a decor piece as well.
Yeah, I can see that. This
they're all fancy.
I love this. This is
live, laugh, love.
Yeah, the famous saying we have going on now.
And they're also unique too, so decorative pieces.
Yes, very much. So how hard has it been being an entrepreneur and still working?
So it's a little challenging in that aspect, because I have to basically juggle work, do the marketing for myself. I'm basically the marketing expert, the accountant, the sales rep, customer service. So I have to juggle all of that all at once, in addition to doing my 8 to 4.
You knew you blew me away when you said that you were working. I was like, where do you find the time?
Yes, I love it, so I have to find the time.
You're killing it.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
So can you explain some of the scents for us?
Sure. So I have my #1 seller, which is actually sea salt and orchids. It's called Soul Glow.
I did not smell that one. I've been smelling your stuff, guys. No, I don't want to put it down.
Jamie,
she doesn't want to put you.
Yes, that is Soul Glow.
It smells
This is not good. You're inspiring selfishness today.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Jamie, Daniel also mentioned that you don't necessarily have to open to get the scent.
Well,
she has scratch and sniff labels as well.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Daniel's killing it, guys. Seriously, Daniel's
She's killing it.
That smells so good.
Yeah, this is actually my number one seller as of right now until I add more scents.
I can see why.
I just launched this. I had a little bit of a delay for Valentine's. I was supposed to launch this for Valentine's, hence the little hats.
Oh.
But I had some setbacks, but this is actually plum and gardenia.
I smelled that one earlier.
Yeah, that's burning right now.
Leave it to
Gardenia. So can you tell us some of the benefits of aromatherapy?
So basically, it's very calming in that aspect. So having to come home and unwind at the end of the night, at the end of a long day, you can always put on your wax smells and have a good night.
I'm not leaving you to talk. I'm just going to sniff everything. I'm going to be like the dog.
Then I also have the room sprays as well. This is mango and coconuts.
Oh my gosh.
Look at her.
She's making me close my eyes.
By the way. Mine is somewhere here.
To our viewing audience, this is really, really good.
And then I have...
I'm going to put this back so you can pick it up if you want.
All right. I have pineapple and sage.
That one I smelled, and I thought that was superb.
And it has a hint of mint.
Yes.
That was superb, guys. I'm telling you.
I'm loving
Can we keep Danielle for the full 2 hours?
Yes, we need aromatherapy today. Aromatherapy.
And then in addition to that, I also have carry diffusers that go hand in hand with your vehicles. Some of the scents are incorporated here, and you can get them in wax smells as well as car air fresheners. Basically a simple and easy concept. The stopper comes out, the wooden lid goes back on, you would turn it upside down so that the wood becomes saturated. Once it is saturated, then you'll hang it in your vehicles.
Oh, so once it dries up, you have to turn it.
Yes, or sometimes as time progresses, a little shake or two in.
Can you show our viewers what that looks like? Yeah.
Yes.
Right
So
there. This right there. Yeah.
Car air fresheners, the stopper comes out. You put the wooden lid back on, you would turn it upside down so that the wood becomes saturated with the fragrance that's on the inside. Once it is, then you basically hang it in your vehicles.
You guys tell me, what are the price points that we're talking about here?
These are actually 15 EC.
Oh,
not bad.
Affordable.
Yes.
And locally made.
Yes.
And almost, I can't say it. You know what? I can't say it. I have to say it over here. So
And then I have one more. I have room and linen sprays. This is actually peaceful.
And it is.
I'm loving the label, by the way. And this is me defying every instruction. Forget it. I'm taking what I want.
Okay, sounds good.
In my hand.
Peaceful.
This is amazing.
Peaceful indeed.
And like I said, the names stem from Inner Peace collection, so all of the names.
Wait a minute. So they're different scents here. I got the Black Sea. Can I? I really am curious as to what this is like.
So Daniel, tell us what memories do you want to leave in the mind of your customer?
So everything that is good, and that is what I'm receiving from hearing feedback and from support from families and friends. And I just want to make sure that at the end of the day, they are satisfied and they have that memory to stem on for a lifetime.
This is my favorite one. I'm sorry. I didn't smell anything else but Black Sea, I tell you.
How did I know that?
Oh my God.
Do you see what I mean?
I just can't stop smelling. I love aromatherapy. This is lovely.
That is amazing.
Folks, you heard it here. You saw it here. This is the best collection there is.
Look at you. I don't want to... Give me back my Black Sea. We're fighting. We're fighting.
My God. No need to fight anymore. This is for you. And there is Black Sea. I knew you would love that.
Jamie,
Thank
you covered.
Danielle. I appreciate it so much, guys. And look at it. Great cards. I love the packaging. We're talking...
And this one is for you. This one is peaceful.
Like myself.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Thank you, Danielle. Thank
I'm
you.
happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
This is amazing.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. So can you remind the folks at home once again where they can contact you?
Sure. So I can be contacted at 763-8114, or you can find us locally. I have a shop in New Road, St. Peter's. You can stop by at any time. Just give us a heads up. And also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Wax Memories SKN.
Well, while we're on that, you're a marketing person. You do your own Facebook, you do your own Instagram.
Yeah.
You respond to these messages at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Man, this
That's
is
what I
amazing. You're really killing it. I gotta say.
Thank you.
Thoroughly impressed, guys. I'm thoroughly impressed by what you have done here. This is great. young entrepreneur.
Thank you.
I gotta ask one more question. Have you ever thought about doing a camp or something of the sort for making these?
Yes, in the long run. Okay. Right now, I just really want to fully master my product before. Okay. But as of right now, I'm letting my product speak for itself.
It is still speaking, and it will continue to speak because it's that good.
It's saying, Kortensia, put me down. It's saying right now. All right. I imagine, listen, I can see why you have the customers that you do. I can see why everything is so great. Hey, look at it. She's not listening.
She can't get enough.
She cannot get enough.
She can't get enough. Thank you so much again.
No problem. Anytime.
Thank you,
Thanks again for having me.
Great to have you here, guys. We're going to be back in a moment. More Good Morning SKN and a flash.
Peaceful.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
All right, so this weekend is Easter weekend. Yeah, we know because we're counting 4 days in work week for 2 consecutive weeks, so we're happy about that. Yeah. Well, of course, many are excited here in the Federation, not necessarily for those reasons, but on the topic of Easter, the most common figure associated with this time of year is the Easter Bunny, really, and his eggs. Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe in the Easter Bunny?
No.
Uh-oh. No. You're supposed to say...
Yeah?
Yeah.
No. My sisters don't like me in a sense. They love me because I would tell my niece and nephew that they're fake. And they'd be like, don't spoil the kid's childhood. Bunny? Yeah, but he's fake.
No. Okay, let's progress the conversation this way. Did you take biology in school?
I did. Teacher tell me don't ever
Don't ever.
She'd be like, biology is not for you.
The response I was hoping for.
Biology is not for you. I just thought walking around with the big books were cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
I loved biology, actually. I remember drawing the heart, but we're not talking about the heart today. We're talking about the bunny and his eggs.
We are.
So let's talk. Do you know, then you ought to know this, bunnies don't lay eggs.
That's why I tell them everything is fake.
Well, you never know. The bunny could have adopted. Could the bunny not have adopted? I mean,
so where did he get eggs from? Did he rip off the chicken coop?
Yeah, maybe it was an abandoned egg. Maybe it was a bird egg. Hey.
So all those eggs that he gets or he has are abandoned.
But do you ever realize that we didn't see that maybe the abandoned egg. So he's the abandoned egg bunny catcher or whatever you call it. So not necessarily in that order because I'm confusing myself now. That's just typical anyway. But hey, so let's get it. Have we ever seen the eggs hatch and become bunnies in anybody's animation?
No, only the ones that we buy and we open up and then you see there's a bunny in the middle of the egg.
There was a bunny in the middle of the egg. I know that we used to have chocolate covered eggs or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was kind of weird for me because I'm like, if you've got an egg.
But the plastic egg has the actual chocolate of the bunny inside. So that's So that's the only way we can think that a bunny was laid. But he was cooked and then placed in the egg.
So how about we just create eggs with chickens inside? Since the bunny is the one who adopts, right?
Because the bunny already correlates with Easter, we have to keep him there. But
so where do the eggs come from?
As you said, he just sold them like mongoose.
Yeah, but it's like the tradition. We got the bunny, we got the Easter bunny. We sold them like mongoose. Guys, if you're watching this and you don't know what a mongoose is, go check it out. All right, we see them all the time. Yeah, we avoid them on the road too.
Yeah.
But seriously, it's like, I don't know. Now you made me lose my with the mongoose comment. That's
sorry.
All right, no problem.
It's the season. It's the season.
It is the season. I was like, where did the eggs come from? We've got the Easter bunny. We've got the Easter bunny. And then the bunny egg. So we've got two things that don't necessarily correlate.
They don't.
In our parts of the world anyway.
In our minds.
In our minds? No, man. This is like, I don't want to say European. Maybe it's American tradition. The Easter bunny, the Easter eggs. What do we do here? In our parts of the world, we go where?
Egg hunting.
We don't go egg hunting. Don't lie.
But the kids are egg hunting these days.
We go to church.
Oh, and get cross buns. Oh, that way. Oh, cross buns with cheese and sweet potato pie.
Oh, so you're talking sweet potato pies? Guys, here's what I know about Easter, okay? We're ditching the bunny and we're getting our conky.
Yeah.
Those of you outside who don't know what conky is, that's what we get.
Sawfish and dumpling.
So, of course, on Good Friday, that's what we get. No, that's how we know that Easter is here. Because if you don't get it at any other time of the year, you get that. Anybody put bunny on the menu?
Oh God, you're terrible enough. You're terrible.
What is Easter bunny?
Well, we need to talk about the origin of the bunny. Yeah, so folks, as we loosen up, we will be talking about the bunny that lays egg.
Did it come from?
Yours?
Nah, there you go. You got it right there.
The Easter Bunny is connected to the Germanic goddess of dawn. Wow, dawn.
Imagine
whose
that.
animal symbol was a rabbit, not a kangaroo. This goddess was also connected to spring renewal, fertility, good luck, and abundance. Rabbits have been a long-standing fertility symbols associated with the arrival of spring because they give birth as the weather gets warm during the spring season.
Imagine that.
That's why it's so warm? Because the rabbits are dropping?
Well, they must have known that we were going to be bunnying it today.
I know.
So it was a little hot here.
Yeah. They are bunnying it.
To the bunny.
But not with eggs. In addition to that, the Easter Bunny is also associated with German mythological figure who hatched and hid eggs for children and adults to find on Easter Sunday. It is believed that this figure once healed a wounded bird by changing it into a hare, who repaired the figure with laying eggs as a way of expressing gratitude.
Wow, could you imagine that?
Oh, wow.
So we've got mythology here as the origin of the Easter Bunny and his or her, I should say her, shouldn't I? Eggs. So the Easter Bunny is actually a woman. It's actually a female. That makes sense, right? Because we're talking about Easter eggs. Just saying.
A bunny move right there.
All right, so were you aware of the German mythology? I know I wasn't.
No.
No, we were just talking about where the egg came from.
Yeah, we were just making up our own things.
All right, so here we go. So since we're talking eggs this week, can somebody tell me which one came first, the chicken or the egg? We're going to do that next week.
Egg.
Can we do that next week?
The egg and then the chicken had to be committed to.
Producer, management, anybody? These are some serious questions here that we need answers to. All right,
look.
so let's go. So where did the concept of the Easter egg come from? Well, long considered the symbol of renewal and fertility, the egg's relationship to Easter dates back to other ancient civilizations. For example, in ancient Egypt, the egg is the symbol of the sun. For the Babylonians, the egg is the embodiment of Ishtar. So the theory is that the symbol of the Easter Bunny and the Easter eggs are rooted in the combination of these ancient spring or Easter iconography. Or iconography. All right, so here we go. We know that you celebrate Easter.
Yeah, we do.
You folks at home probably celebrate Easter too, whether it's Easter Bunny or, you're waving your palms or doing whatever it is that you're doing and having fun with family, right? Have you ever participated in an Easter egg scavenger hunt?
No, my parents never had that. Or growing up, we never had these things. This is the new age things. This is my niece and nephew.
I went on camps and we were searching for eggs. Yeah,
chicken eggs?
Scavenger hunts.
Chicken eggs to cook the camp breakfast? How about that?
Maybe Cadbury's. I don't know. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't remember ever going on an Easter hunt. Even grown. No, I've never done it. So maybe that's something I can put on my bucket list.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be good to do.
Yeah, I already ticked off Blondie, so now I can tick off Easter.
Blondie the dog.
Blondie the dog.
Bunny, it's all about animals here.
See?
All right. Hey, well, speaking of that, a couple of animals will be back for you in a second.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Most people consume excess salt from processed foods, such as snack foods, processed meats, instant meals, and condiments.
Instead, use fresh vegetables, ground provision, fresh meats, and natural herb seasonings, just like our grandparents did, and just like you did with this soup. We are Salt Smart.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be safe. One kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll up. Yeah. Cause no man's alone. Do what's right. Alright. Cause I love you. Brother, my sister. And we're in this together. My sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cooked today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me go!
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what really happening. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
You're watching Good Morning SKN. Lucid SKN is a local business that offers airbrush tattoos and face and body painting services for kids and adult entertainment events in St. Kitts and Nevis. On the 18th of April, Lucid SKN will be hosting a Lucid on the Lawn event at the Frigate Bay Lawn. Today, Clarissa Volenas, the owner of Lucid SKN, is here to tell us all about this initiative. Good morning, Clarissa. Welcome to Good Morning SKN. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm very happy to share some information with you guys this morning.
Oh yeah, well, we're happy.
So tell us about the inspiration for Lucid on the Lawn.
Well, it goes back 2 years ago where I was invited by the Essence of Hope Breast Cancer organization to do some face painting, you know. And so while there, we finished up the event, but there were kids all over just gravitating towards us. And so after giving out the airbrush face painting for free, I was like, wow, I didn't realize that this would be something that would actually be super cool on the lawn. So last year I decided, okay, let's just do a pop-up shop just to see, you know, if people would be interested. We'll be there in case anybody wants to get it. And the response was overwhelming. And so this year I decided, okay, let's expand a little bit more. Let's make it more of an experience for not just kids, but family members, so that parents and kids could enjoy and interact, doing games, doing all sorts of different activities.
Well, yeah, you're not going to get away with just all sorts of different activities. You want to know what those are. So
okay, so I'm glad that you asked that question. So we have different areas dedicated to specific things. So we have a game zone where we're going to have ring toss. We're going to have our new new attraction, which is our foam ball shooting range, which I can't wait to share with you. We're gonna have Jenga, we're gonna have giant bowling for kids, we're gonna have different types of cool surprise activities for parents and kids. We're gonna have sack race, egg hunts, and we're obviously the face painting is gonna be there, the balloon twisting is gonna be there, and bouncing castle and many other smaller surprises.
So Jamie, that means we can go and I can beat you at Jenga.
Oh yes, I love the competition.
You see the challenge? You see
I love it. I love it.
You guys experience trash talk?
I love it. I love it. And that's what we want to create, like a real family fun experience. And to be honest, parents tend to enjoy the activities
more than the kids.
Even more than the kids.
Yes, because sometimes parents need a break.
Yeah.
You need to get back. Like,
have some fun.
Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely what we're catering to.
So let's talk about Lucid SKN. The idea for Lucid.
Okay, so first of all, the name Lucid means clarity, and that's in relation to my name, Clarissa. So that's where the whole idea of the name came from. And I really love kids. I teach full time. I'm a math teacher at the Keon High School. And so, you know, children are my thing. Okay. So when I came back to St. Kitts, I figured, you know, I want to do something that contributes to that field, provide entertainment, fun activities to cater to kids. And so it started off with face painting, but then eventually we started to expand into bubble smash, the balloon twisting. And so even now we have some giant games being launched, all of which to cater to kids and fun.
So Lucid. Can I find Lucid at parties and all that?
Oh yes, actually that's one of my hits.
Okay.
Glow parties, even a lot of restaurants, party events. I do a lot of events like Inception VIP. I do White Sands, I do music festivals. So like I said before, I really do enjoy the whole idea of temporary tattoos. So I'm always being invited to those types of events, which I'm super grateful for, by the way.
No, you're welcome. My goodness, as a math teacher, you've calculated your path to success.
Oh, I just want to take this opportunity to highlight the importance of mathematics outside the classroom. I think being a math teacher allows me to have a higher success rate because of my way of thinking. It's very logical, so my approach to things tend to have a higher probability of success.
I love it.
So guys, maths outside the classroom is very important.
Yeah, you see, it's not all fun and games, you know.
Right.
It's serious stuff that leads to fun and games after.
Exactly. It's the line of thinking.
That's it.
Yes.
I just love it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I love the logo, by the way. I gotta say.
Thank you. I drew it myself.
You did?
I did. And I love colors. So purple is my favorite color. And so integrating purple and the blues. And so it was a part of just a soul creation, my baby.
You see, I love it because it's like there's this dichotomy to you. You've got a math teacher who's supposed to be logical, then you're following the set of rules.
I know.
And then here you are breaking all the rules, having fun,
I know.
turning it into a great business. I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it.
I feel super blessed. I think God gave me a lot of gifts, and so for me, it's really important to show persons that you don't have to stay in the box. You could be good at one thing, but you can also, you know, succeed in other areas as well.
Absolutely.
What's next for Lucid?
Ooh, what's next for Lucid? I really do want to get into more different type of entertainment. So as you know, we launched Bubble Smash, the first to do it in St. Kitts and Nevis. And so we want to do a kids version of laser tag / paintball, because I feel like, you know, we have these entertainment entities for adults, but kids also should have the opportunities to enjoy events like that. So we will be launching Lucid's foam ball shooting arena very, very soon.
Ooh, nice. Well, you know what? If we want updates on that, where do we find you on social media?
Oh, perfect question. I'm both on Instagram at lucid.skn and Facebook at lucidskn. I have been a little quiet recently, but Lucid on the Lawn is actually our relaunch with all of our new services.
Oh, that's great.
So thank you guys, everybody who supported me thus far. We're going to be making 5 years in July.
Congrats.
So I really do appreciate the support and all of my clients and even anyone who shared a post or recommended to anyone and even my students. Love you guys.
All right, we'll be back with more with Clarissa Violin in a second. Stay tuned.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me go!
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what really happened. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
The weekend mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
It's a party. Well, not really, but it's a simulation of a party. We're going to have some fun in a second. So we're continuing our discussion about fun and games with Clarissa Violinist, the owner of Lucid SKN and the coordinator of Lucid on the Lawn event. So Clarissa brought a game for us to play, but first she will be, as you can see, making us some balloon hats. So I've already been measured. So you're getting it. Always have the ear problem. Thank you. All right. So Kortensia, it's your turn. So this is what you guys did not see her do in relation to mine, because she did that off air.
And this is one of my favorite activities because the facial expressions on kids when they see the balloon being inflated, they're like, oh, they're so excited. So it makes me very happy, like just simply just blowing up balloons.
I honestly feel like a Roman emperor right now.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Jamie.
Wow, that's it for the emperor.
That's a part of the experience.
Emperor, there's still some of your hat on the ground.
Wow.
So here we have it.
Not very emperor-like, is it?
That's okay. So here we have our second hat.
The queen.
The queen.
Please don't burst it.
The queen.
Yeah. All right. So here we have what we call our loaded gun. So we're gonna invite our host to try and aim for our target.
So we've got to come this way.
This way, yeah? So I'll just move this over so we have some space. All right, so I'm gonna try to show you guys exactly what you need to do. Okay. So you open up your barrel, you aim your nozzle, and you try to shoot until you get it in. So I just got 2 shots in. That's it. Can you get 2 shots in?
Kortensia, you want to go first?
Ladies are always first. Step
You're
aside.
nearer, though.
Step.
Look at you.
No, I'm gonna come over. So you won't say I cheated. Look at. Okay, she's going for the big money.
Wow! I just want to say that has actually been the hardest target to make. So by default, if you cannot make that target, she wins.
Wow. No pressure, right?
No pressure.
Right here.
No pressure.
Right here.
What are we going to call this? The Emperor's hat?
Yeah. Let's see if you got it.
Whoa.
You can do this. You got. Ooh! He did get it. Wow. Can you get another one?
After a few tries.
After a few tries.
After a few tries.
I really love the focus and the dedication. Ooh. It's awesome. You got this.
What? I'm not getting any more Jamie Jakes for me.
Ooh!
Uh-oh. No. This ain't happening. Oh, they're right there. Okay, got it.
Just keep pushing. Yeah. Ooh, I got one.
Fireworks.
So that was one of our demonstrations, and I think you guys did awesome. High five. That's right.
I'm still trying to get my 100. Oh.
Good try.
I'm gonna call it 300.
300, yes.
You got 200. You got 200. So this is a lot of fun, I can see.
Thank you.
And I can see the kids will definitely enjoy.
And trust me, I think some parents would be able to enjoy shooting as well. So thank you guys for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So what about the Crazy Rolls ice cream at this event? Let's talk about it.
She got excited.
Yeah.
She got excited.
I'm crazy for ice cream. So ice cream, Crazy Roll ice creams is something that's going to be new, as you all know. And so it's going to be live ice cream being made on the spot. And then we have different toppings that you guys can add to your ice cream, I think, which would be an even awesome element to the event.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes.
So tell us, is there an admission?
Oh no, it's completely free. You guys, so for example, persons who just want to come and look, you can come and look and enjoy the games and just be a part of the ambiance. Okay. But if you do want to participate, we have $5 game tickets that will be available to participate in all the different games that we're gonna have. And we have access bands that range from $20 to $40, $50. Yeah.
What are the difference in price?
Okay, so as we mentioned before, we have lawn games separate to the face painting, separate to the other more kid-friendly events. So let's say you come and you're just interested in playing all of the lawn games. That would be the $20 band. Versus the $40 band, which includes bubble smash, face painting, balloon twisting, and all the bouncing castle. So you see here, that's more so catering directly to the kids having a full experience. And then the last one would be our all access, all day pass. So if you just want to bring your kids and let them go crazy for the afternoon, they have unlimited access to every single thing that we have on the day.
Including the ice cream?
Well, no, the ice cream is a separate entity. So thank you for asking. So that's an entire, we have a menu filled with different items. And obviously the more toppings you put, the more the price would be increased.
I can imagine. This is going to be great, guys.
It is, guys. So come and get your first try of Crazy Roll ice cream.
This is going to be great. I got to say, I had so much fun with this. I can't imagine. What else? So the adults participate as well. I imagine so physical.
I've done a test run at my school. And the teachers went crazy. They loved it. And it just was a clear indication, okay, this could be even beyond just for kids. So family members together could do this activity.
It's a joke in what you said. The teachers went crazy, but anyway.
And to be honest, our target moves. So it takes it to another level. So I'll just turn it on just to give you an idea of how advanced the game can get. okay, well, we having a small malfunction, but that's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
But generally,
it was Kortensia.
It moves. It moves left and right, and it moves forward and backwards.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, so it makes it a bit easier, harder for you to
get. So we're gonna have like stationary rounds, and then we're gonna have challenge rounds where it moves, and you still try to target.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have another question. The bands.
The bands.
Do you have adult bands and children bands?
It's all inclusive. So because the games, it's more like a pop-up shop. So you just gain access to play whatever you want to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. 5 years you said you've been in business.
5 years.
And this is your relaunch after COVID.
And this is my relaunch. Yes, after COVID. I have been functioning, but more so on a private booking, slower pace. But this is us now getting back out there.
So how did COVID affect your business?
Well, I'll be honest. Obviously, because my type of service is very interactive, it halted completely. But I must say, as soon as we were able to interact, persons were right back in booking for face painting and the balloon twisting. So I must say it was a quick jump back into the program.
Oh, that's great. And face painting, tattoos, and all that stuff. We're doing that there as well, right? We're doing the tattooing.
And I love that it's customized. So even outside of this event, if you have a particular product you want to advertise using body tattoos, all of those services we're able to do.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. I've done it for Flow, Digicel, I've done it for Carrie Breweries at CPL. So yeah, it's definitely something beyond just for kids face painting.
You're going places, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Look at her. She's looking at. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the services she offers. I'm looking at the services
Well, why
that
don't
she
you tell our
offers.
viewers? Because I'm not sure that they can see all of them. We've got airbrush tattoos.
Airbrush tattoos.
Glitter tattoos.
Glitter tattoos.
Glow tattoos.
Glow. Very popular. Very, very popular.
Henna tattoos.
Henna tattoos.
Face paint.
Yes.
And the bubble machine rental.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Plus the new services that we have.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're going to hear about those new services. We're going to see some of those at the launch again. In the last few moments together, remind everyone where they can find that event.
So we're going to be on the Frigate Bay lawn from 10 a.m. to about 5:30, 6 p.m. So anytime if you're driving past, you could just pop right into our pop-up shop, participate in some games, get some cute Easter tattoos and face painting, and have some fun with your family. So I'm hoping to see you guys there. And yes, you can do some shooting with your kids.
We're going to be back after that fail. We're going to be back after that fail.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Clarissa.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, hover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Those who may have paid attention in English class, this is so funny. I think everybody paid attention in English class. It's English
I
after
tried
all.
to, but I still didn't. Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, yeah, we're on opposite sides. It's typical. If you paid attention in English class, you will be familiar with the term figures of speech. So for those of you who didn't pay attention in English class, those of you, here's the definition. A figure of speech. Yeah, please go ahead, because you're learning it, right?
Go ahead.
Not for the first time.
A figure of speech is a word or phrase used in a non-literal sense for rhetorical or vivid effect.
So what are the examples?
You can't judge a book by its cover, or jack of all trades.
Oh, so those are figures of speech, okay. And with all that being said, so yeah, it was all that, two things, all that being said. Today our itinerary, or literary skills rather, will be put to the test. I was laughing and I saw itinerary. Can you imagine that? Then again, I'm next to a flight attendant, so you never know, right? Hey.
Former.
No pun intended. All right, so we will be shown a photo in which there are said to be up to 27 figures of speech in the image. Let us begin.
Guessing. Don't forget that. Guessing. And remember, you have a point to prove.
Well, yeah, because somebody in the studio seems to think that we won't get very many points.
I really thought they had like hope in me, especially since I win almost everything.
Wow. We're supposed to guess what this is?
Oh my gosh.
No. This is the intro, correct?
That must be the intro.
Wait a minute. This is everything that we're supposed to guess right here. And I see head shaking. Okay, so spoon fed.
Oh my gosh.
I see. He's spoon feeding. Spoon feeding.
A bird in a bush is better than one under.
No, that's not at all.
Oh my
we
God,
see jack
I'm
of all
failing.
trades clearly, because that's there as well.
Yeah. Wearing your heart on your sleeve. Wearing my heart
Yes,
on
that's
my
a very good one.
sleeves.
He's lost a screw. I think he's lost a screw in his head or something like that. Or his head is all
A
screwed
worm
up.
in the head. A worm in a hole. A worm in the hole. A worm in a hole. A bird in a bush.
No, I don't know. That's not a bird in the bush. He spilled the beans. All right.
Cheese, fish, anchovies.
Look at that.
An egg in a basket, Easter. I can't remember that thing.
I see the cat. The cat got your tongue. Alright.
The cat got your tail.
Time flies.
Oh my gosh, look at Jamie winning today.
Ah, that's what happens when you pay attention in English class. Just saying.
I cannot believe you're proving my point.
I wish.
This is how much I liked English.
Alright, so I'm gonna see that he is
knot.
a
knot? I don't know. A knot? What is a knot? No.
as hard as a knot. I have no idea.
What is the thing about the egg in the basket?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Happy Easter? I don't know.
No, it's something about the egg in the basket.
We're missing the bunny, but we'll take a cat. I don't know. What do you say?
Cat in the hat?
No, he's on the hat. Yeah. Okay. So we're clearly missing something. He kicked the bucket.
Kicked the bucket. Slit a broken egg. I don't understand.
I'm just thinking Humpty Dumpty.
Cheesecake with cherries on it.
Cheesecake with cherries on it? That's what you're gonna say? The Incredible Hulk. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
We're losing. Bluefoot.
What's Bluefoot?
Oh my gosh, this is hard.
What's Bluefoot?
A patch in a pants.
Okay, I'm looking at his shoes now, alright? So he already kicked the bucket. I already said that. We're looking at the... Okay, got it. That thing about socks. Pull up your socks. Maybe I can get that. If that wasn't there, make it 28.
Oh my god.
Yeah, things teachers tell their students in English class.
I know.
You need to pull up your socks.
Pull up your socks.
Oh, I see what's going on. All right, so that makes sense. Well, it should make sense. Look at the shadow. What's going on?
I'm looking
so
at
he's running away from his shadow. He's hiding from himself. I don't know what that is. That's not representative of what's going on at all. He's facing forward, but that's going backward.
I don't understand the...
He's begging for his supper. Perhaps.
Face forward? Fall forward? Oh, put your best foot forward. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
I see it
Because his
now.
other foot is empty. See, you have on the fancy
The
shoes
worst foot,
on.
yeah, so that's the better. Well, technically that would be put your better foot forward since he's only got two, but hey. That's English for you, by the way.
So putting his better foot
Put your
forward.
better foot forward.
I don't understand the knee and the blue foot. What's the blue foot? Cold feet. Oh, cold feet.
Wow, I can see it from the ice. Yeah.
No.
Cold
wow.
feet. That's interesting.
Wow, this is rough. This is rough.
Yeah, are there any that we missed from on top? Because we saw cheesecake. We saw take a slice of life with a cherry on top. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take a bite out of eggs. Or eggs is nutritious for breakfast.
No, that's a rotten egg. Use a rotten egg or something like that. Because the egg is rotten. You can see that, right? What about the fish?
Don't put all eggs in one basket.
That's what
Finally, I got it.
Don't put all your
eggs in one
that's what that
basket.
means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time flies and ace up your sleeves. Spill all the beans. Cat got your tongue. Got the cat by the tail. Kicked the bucket. Born with a silver spoon in the mouth. Oh!
That was, but that's an old guy. Anyway.
Don't carry all your eggs in one basket. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Keep your cards close to your chest.
Imagine that.
Nail on the head.
Nail on the head.
Loose
Ooh.
screw. Cold feet. Something fishy.
Fish out of water.
Drat. Tie the knot. Living in the shadow. Piece of cake. Cheesecake.
Look at you.
Bird brain. Cherry on top. Didn't you say that though?
Yeah, I did say that. Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and
Missed
cheese.
That. Missed the
Knock
chalk.
your socks off. Whap.
Man, I said pull your socks up.
Red herring. How could we not guess red herring?
An earworm.
Oh my god.
Wow, an earworm. Ooh.
Red herring.
Guys.
An earworm in a nutshell. We missed the
I
nutshell.
missed the nutshell.
On a silver platter.
Missed that. On the wings of time. Missed that. Gave you Humpty Dumpty though.
Yeah.
Do I get a point? I think we get bonus points. We got a lot for Humpty Dumpty. Because he had a great fall.
No Humpty Dumpty.
And the cat got your tongue. Was that there? Did you say that? Because it's right there. So we gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up, guys.
So the cat will have our tongue now, because we gotta stop.
Look at you with your balloon hat.
I know.
All right, here you go, guys. Guys, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in a second.
If you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods. Let's get salt smart.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Alrighty, so we can see. Hey, we got good sight. We got good eyesight. So we're back with the final segment here on Good Morning SKN, and we're gonna let you know what's happening.
Yeah, we are gonna. So the grassroots football is back. The grassroots football program is back. It begins tomorrow, Saturday. No, it doesn't. Tomorrow, Saturday?
Begins on
it
Saturday.
begins Saturday
The 9th of April.
it began Saturday the 9th. My bad. The program caters to both boys and girls ages 5 to 12. The training will take place in St. Kitts at the Warner Park and in Nevis at the Mundo track field. Transportation will be provided by the St. Kitts Football Association. And guess what? Registration is free. Forms can be picked up at the nearest primary school in the Federation. For more information, contact Phil Cooper at 766-6009. Once again, you have to contact Phil Cooper at 766-6009 or the SKNFA Secretariat at 466-8502.
Hey, Phil, we're gonna call you.
Are we going to play football?
You want to play football. You want to play all sorts of things. You want to play balloon
I just want us to do
I don't know what you wanna
everything
play.
so we can
Shoot the ball.
experience life.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go experience life in a second. Before we do, we want to thank you for joining us today. Of course, we invite you to follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. Hey, you know the handle, right? By now you should. It's at Studio 327 INC. That's at Studio 327 Inc. So, come on, like, subscribe. Am I getting these things right? Here we go. Like, here I am. Like, subscribe. Oh, I'm almost in the right spot. Follow us. We were trying. Okay.
So leave us a comment and tell us what topics and guests you'd like to see next. And this is where we say see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. when you start your morning right here with us at Good Morning SKN. Bye, guys.